Handoff goes to Williams, and Bosa is there to drop him for a loss.
Was that a belly flop tackle? Like if you envision somebody doing a belly flop off a high dive, that was Bosa, arms spread out like a snowflake.
Right.
Just enveloped him.
That's what I imagine.
What's up, guys? Welcome into a Week 13 edition of Film Room here with Daniel Jeremiah and DJ. December football, Cincinnati on Sunday, a big one for the Chargers, and two players who may decide this one, Joey Bosa and Joe Burrow.
Yeah, we've got two Joes going at it, and in the state of Ohio, the same state where they both were playing at Ohio State, and Joe Burrow, good friends with Nick Bosa, Joey's brother. The families know each other very well. So this is going to be an epic battle here on Sunday afternoon in Cincinnati. And, you know, you look at it, Bosa, and we're going to get to him and how I believe underrated he is and under-discussed he is. But, man, I don't know that anybody could be more excited than Cincinnati Bengals fans right now, Chris, with what they've seen in Joe Burrow, who's come in and completely turned around a franchise.
Yeah, Bengals have been hot each of the last 2 weeks, too, beating the Raiders and the Steelers. Let's start with Burrow. He's completing nearly 70% of his passes this season, DJ, and he completed over 80 against the Steelers last week.
Yeah, and he took some shots when they were available. I thought he was a very kind of judicious in terms of finding those opportunities he liked. When he got one-on-one matchups, he was aggressive. If not, check the ball down, protect the football, and did a nice job kind of playing complementary football the way they ran it with Big Joe Mixon. But I want to show you a couple plays that have stood out to me and prepping for this game. And I want to start, first of all, kind of with the trust that Joe Burrow has in his guys. You look down here on the bottom of the screen. This is T. Higgins. You see where the safety is up there by the numbers. He is a non-factor, but you've got that much cushion. Kind of look at this play. Okay, you're going to see some type of a comeback, a curl, something working back to the quarterback. It's actually going to be a vertical takeoff route, and you're going to see the trust that Burrow has in his guy here. Wait do you see when this ball is launched? Burrow gets to the top of his drop, and right here, the ball is getting ready to be thrown. Look where the corner is positioned. The corner is about 5 yards on top. He's got eyes back inside on the ball. Like you would say, there's no way you can throw this football, but he trusts in T. Higgins that he's going to go up, and at worst, he's going to get the ball knocked down. No harm, no foul. But instead, what you get here is just a home run. Watch him go up over the top, high point this football, and win at the catch point. That is phenomenal play by Higgins, but it's made by the trust from his quarterback in Joe Burrow.
And Burrow, DJ, he's got so many weapons up and down this roster. You start with Higgins, but I mean, there's other guys on this roster too.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is on his way to a Pro Bowl as a rookie. He's been outstanding. What he does after the catch, you can go watch the Baltimore game to see a clinic on how to make things happen with the ball in your hands after the catch. I'm going to show you another play, though. Here's T. Higgins again. So you think about all the different guys that they have. I mentioned Joe Mixon in the backfield as well. Uzama, who we're going to get to in a minute, has done some nice things at the tight end spot. But I've shown you the deep ball from Burrow. How about the timing on this comeback? This is going to be kind of one of those layered throws, an over-under throw. It's a pristine route. Watch Higgins going to sell this thing inside. You get that corner to just take a little bit of that cheese. And look where this underneath defender is dragging underneath this throw. So Joe's got his eyes in the middle of the field just to try and hold him for a count. And then on rhythm, back foot gets in the ground. He's going to get this ball over that underneath defender and get it down before you get out of bounds. I mean, you cannot place it any better than that right there by Joe Burrow. Just phenomenal accuracy.
Hey, DJ, we didn't get to see Herbert versus Burrow in week 1 last year. Tyrod Taylor started that game. Some of these things you're showing, the similarities between Burrow and Herbert, ball placement specifically, yeah. I mean, it's kind of eerie.
Yeah, and I think really the biggest thing they have in common is you talk about ultra-competitive guys and ultra confident players with how they're playing. I think you see Justin Herbert, he's not afraid to try and fit balls in tight windows. Joe Burrow is not afraid to let his guys go up and make a play. And I think this last play is another thing that they share, which is when things get off script a little bit, these guys can be kind of backyard football players. Watch this one here with Burrow. They go empty. You're playing against the Jags here. Keep an eye on Uzama. He is down here. He's the number 2 receiver down here at the bottom. He's going to check up right here. That's where he is. Now look at the defender right in front of him. There's nowhere to throw that football. Now watch Joe Burrow and kind of slow this down a little bit. Watch him. He's going to point. Yeah, go over there. This is just like backyard football. Yeah, go that way. And so then Joe Burrow is going to do a great job of just extending the play, buy some time, ignore that flag. It's not going to matter. Uzomah ends up uncovering all the way across the field. Now, keep an eye where he sets up again. This is where he's supposed to be in this route. He's supposed to be right there, just outside that hash mark. And look where he catches this football. I mean, this is just literally backyard street football. And Joe Burrow and Uzomah getting together, making a play, ends up being a touchdown.
There's a lot of challenges to slowing this Bengals offense. And, we talk about Burrow and all the weapons on the outside. Joe Mixon in the backfield. A guy like Joey Bosa, he can help you do both, stop the run and also get after the quarterback. His sack total, DJ, may not be where some of these other guys are right now, but he's so dominant. Sometimes sacks doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah, it's a combination of what he does individually and then what he means collectively for the group with his presence. I want to show you a couple plays here of what makes Joey so good. They're going to end up running a game here. It's him and Tillery up here at the top. You see how wide the alignment is for Bosa. Keep an eye on that left guard and left tackle as they try and play this game. Watch the guard especially. Watch how patient Joey is here. He takes a full 4 steps up the field. Now, if he tries to come underneath on that 3rd step, that guard's sitting there waiting for him. But because he sells this so far up the field, watch now as the guard goes to help on Tillery. As soon as he goes to help, boom, Bosa's going to cut right underneath him, direct line to the quarterback. And, of course, Joey's going to do what he always does, is find the football and knock it out.
A league high 4 strip sacks for Joey Bosa this year, DJ. What's next?
So we've seen now him working in tandem there with Jerry Tillery. Now I want to show you just kind of the attention that he gets and how it can benefit others. So you've got 2 tight ends in here. So you do the math, right? You got 5 blockers at 2 tight ends. That's 7 guys. They're going to use these 2 tight ends as kind of chippers on the way out. So you've got those 7 blockers. You've got the back there. You don't see Derwin James here in the frame at this point in time. He's going to end up coming off the edge. Now look where that tight end's eyes are. You think he's sitting here thinking, I've got to help. I've got to help Chip, got to help Chip, got to help Chip. And just no awareness whatsoever that here comes Derwin off the edge. So you end up getting 2 blockers there for Joey. There's nobody left for Derwin, and he is just a missile coming off the edge here. But this is part of the pass protection package every single week that Bosa is going to see. He sees chippers and helpers constantly. And so this isn't going to show up in his stat sheet, but his presence is what leads to this uncontested knockout shot from Derwin James.
It's amazing. If you're watching that play at home, all you're fixated on is number 33 and how quick he gets to Bridgewater, but 97 is the one who makes the play.
No doubt. And, we've seen a couple pass plays here, Chris. Let's show you the complete player that Bosa is. Standing up here on the edge, you're going to see a puller coming his way. And I'll talk about textbook hands and eyes, right? So you can use your hands to take on blocks. You're going to use your eyes to locate the football and make a play here. Just kind of slow this down as you get the puller here. Look at this puller. This is Quinn Meinertz, the rookie guard. Watch him, boom, pop and separate. I mean, look where he's located right now. So most guys are going to get wiped out. They're going to get cleared out by that puller. He just chucks him off, no problem. Eyes are inside, find the ball carrier, and ho-hum, it's a tackle at or behind the line of scrimmage for Joey Bosa. That you can't teach it any better than that. When you're the guard, I want to kind of freeze it right here. When that's your assignment, and that's where you're located, and look where Bosa's located. Yeah, you don't get a plus on the sheet there in the Denver Broncos O-line room.
You did not pass the assignment. It's one of those things, too. If you're a rookie and you got to go up against Joey Bosa, you're going to be on the other side of that more times than not. Hey, DJ, final thing. Joe Mixon, I think, coming off a career-high 165 rushing yards. I mean, when we see Burrow and the way he's slinging the ball around, coupled with that running game, Joey is going to have a A-plus game going after the quarterback and stopping the run.
Yeah, I think this is one of those kind of buckle your chin strap games. I think this is going to be a physical affair at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals are run the rock as well as anybody right now. Joe Mixon's 230 pounds you got to deal with as well. So it's going to be a big challenge, not only for Bosa, but for the rest of this defensive front. And then once you can earn those pass rushing opportunities, once you're able to, limit them to the 2s and the 3s on 1st and 2nd down, then you give yourself an opportunity. You earn the right to do what he does best, and that's rush the passer.
If you want to see more content like this, check out the link right here.